Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new or coming across my channel for the very first time, my name is Faith Ojone and this is your go-to channel for anything immigration updates and policies, changes and story time. If these are the kind of contents that interest you, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I know before now my intro used to be, and this channel is all about lifestyle, immigration, updates and story time. But if you notice, I no longer say lifestyle because we officially have a lifestyle channel, okay? I just feel like I have to become a vlogger. So I created a new channel for vlogging only, DIYs, beauty, hair and all of that. If you know me, if you're a very close pal of me, you would know how I love to do everything myself. And also I love very interesting vlogs. Anyway, I officially have a vlog channel, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description box below and check it out. Okay, subscribe if you are interested. That channel is basically for me, so whether anyone subscribe or not, I honestly, it doesn't matter. I just want to be posting out vlog. I want to be posting out videos of myself that I will watch and I'll be like I will enjoy. Anyway, yeah, that's it. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what happens if you lose your skilled worker job, because this is the questions I've gotten a lot and I feel like it's high time to make a video and talk about it. For someone who has experienced this, I think, yeah, I can tell you about it, okay? But I'm not going to go in details. I'm just going to, focus on this particular video, what happens if you lose your skilled worker visa, what steps to take and all of that. But my own personal story of losing skilled worker visa, I'm going to talk about it in a different video and much more later. Anyway, so I've gotten lots of messages from people, oh, I've just been made redundant, or I've just been fired, I'm on a skilled worker visa, or my company just told me they're no longer sponsoring. What can I do? So these are the things, okay, you can do if you're on a skilled worker visa and you lose your job. And also to let you know what happens in that process. Life is made up of moments, big and small, ordinary and extraordinary. And at Core Photography, we make sure those moments last a lifetime. Whether it's a gorgeous portrait of yourself to celebrate your birthday, corporate shoots for your employees, a heartwarming family photo shoot, pre-wedding shoot, maternity or an epic celebration, we don't just take pictures, we capture memories that tells your story. A fun, relaxed photo shoot where you shine your brightest and we do magic behind the lens. Our expert eyes for details and creativity means you get high quality images you treasure forever. So what are you waiting for? Book your session today and let's create something unforgettable. To learn more, visit our website www.corephotography.co.uk. You can also follow us on our social media handle, Instagram at Core Photography with a double Y, and on Facebook at Core Photography. You can send an email at corephotography2024@gmail.com. Core Photography, where every shoot tells a story. If you're in the UK on a skilled worker visa, your stay depends on your job. So if your job ends either through resignation, dismissal or redundancy, there are important things you must know so you know your rights, options and your next steps. A skilled worker visa allows you to leave work in the UK, but only with the employer who sponsored you. So if your job ends for any reason, it affects your visa and your rights to remain in the UK. Whether you quit the job, you got fired, or your contract ends earlier than expected, it doesn't matter. The rule still applies. And the rules are the same. What happens when you lose your job? Once your job ends, your employer must inform the UK VI within 10 working days. That is the rule, okay? They must inform Home Office 10 working days. After that, your skilled worker visa will likely be cancelled. You will get a letter from Home Office giving you 60 days, find a new job with visa sponsorship, or apply for a different type of visas or leave to remain in the UK. But if your visa expires in less than 60 days, then you have until that expiring date of your visa to get another job. You will not get the full 60 days. That is why it is very important to act very fast. Can you switch to another visa? You may be able to switch to another visa depending on your situation. Here are some of the options. Like, you can apply for global talent visa for people who are in tech, science, art, or education, and people who are recognized in their field. You can also apply for scale-up visa if you get a job with a fast-growing UK company. You can also go for innovator founder visa. This visa is for entrepreneurs. So if you have a very strong business idea and plan to start a company in the UK, you can switch to that. You can also switch to a spousal visa or married partner visa or student visa. So if you're able to marry someone who is a citizen that period, you can switch to their visa. Okay, these are the visa options for you, and that is why while you're in the UK on a skilled worker visa, I know it can be very difficult to also do other things, and again, you are restricted. Especially skilled workers, main applicants cannot own a business, but your dependents can. If you have any good business idea that you think is scalable, is viable, and you will qualify for innovator founder route, it's always good to start a business and start doing your taxing, filing your account, like taking the business seriously, because you might need that as a backup plan. Or if you think you are already in IT, in tech, you can enhance yourself to be able to qualify for the global talent visa. Once you go to the global talent visa criteria, all the criteria are there, so it's something you can just look over and see if you can work towards it while you are still on a skilled worker visa. Like, work towards being able to meet all those criteria, so that if anything like that happen, you can always switch. Or another backup plan, fall in love with a British citizen. Just because you're on a skilled worker visa does not mean you cannot lose your job any day. And so falling in love with someone who does not have a settled status or a citizen, you guys are risky, no? But again, yeah, don't listen to me. Fall in love with whoever you want to fall in love with. But again, if you married a citizen, you can easily transition to their visa. But again, another alternative is switch to a student visa. But I don't know if the time already spent on skilled worker visa will count, or you will start afresh. The visa you apply for depend on your life situation, so you need to speak to a licensed immigration lawyer if unsure. The reason I keep emphasizing on you need to speak to a licensed immigration lawyer is because these people are licensed. They have legal rights to advise you on immigration. Content creators don't have that right. Stop going to content creators with your immigration stories issues. Sometimes when people come into my DM and be asking me some very technical question, like, hold up, do you guys think I have experience in this field? I only share the information that is on government website or anything that I feel like is relevant you need to know. I don't know how all the rules applies. I know the rules are there. I am not a lawyer because the rules are there, but the way a lawyer will read it and understand it is not the same way a content creator will read it. So you people wasting your money to go and pay content creators for advice on immigration, I feel like it's very wild and it's crazy. And I feel like as a content creator, if you're taking people's money to advise them on immigration matters, you shouldn't do that. You should be jailed because you don't have the legal right to do that. I don't know, I'm not upset, but I just feel like it's crazy because trust me, you are not going to get the answer you're looking for. A content creator is not an immigration advisor. They don't know anything. The reason why you need to speak to a licensed immigration lawyer, even though it's more expensive, is because they know the rules. They have experience. They've dealt with similar cases like yours or know people. They have the support that you need, and they are bound by law to give you advice that would work for you. Because if you go and report them that they gave me this advice and it was the opposite, they will lose their license. But you're paying content creator clarity session. The reason I'm saying this is because I know the amount of messages I get from people. I just work like I'm not an immigration lawyer, okay? But now I've gathered some, answers and scenarios to share with you guys, and I'm here still telling you also still speak to an immigration lawyer, as there are cases by cases. People's situations are not always the same. Another question is, can I stay on a skilled worker visa route? You can stay on the same skilled worker visa route if you find a new employer willing to sponsor you. That does not affect anything. What needs to happen is that the new employer must have a sponsorship license and give you a new certificate of sponsorship, which is the COS. and you can then apply for a new visa before your current visa ends. Even if your current visa ends, as long as you've put in your application and you're waiting for a decision, that is also fine. You must show that the job you've gotten is a real job, you meet the salary and skilled level threshold. You can also sponsor yourself if you own a business in the UK, but the business need a sponsorship license as well. Speak to an immigration lawyer. There are some immigration lawyers I've come across that have helped immigrants who own a business to secure a sponsorship license and also help them to be able to sponsor themselves. So that is why you need to speak with these experienced immigration lawyers, because they will help you put everything together, your documents, your everything, to help you secure sponsorship license for your business that you can then use to sponsor yourself to remain in the UK. So if you're dependent, because main applicants cannot own a business, remember, if you come here with your dependents and they are able to set up a business, and if anything happens to your job, that dependent can then apply for COS for their business and sponsor themselves as the director, and then you as their spouse can then switch to a spousal, like to their dependent visa, and which still counts towards your settlement, and then you don't even have to stress because now the sponsorship is within the family. Again, how does this affect your ILR? If the goal is to settle in the UK, losing your job could delay your timeline. To apply for ILR on a skilled worker visa, you must be in the UK continuously for 5 years, have a job with sponsorship, be earning certain amounts, that's the current salary threshold or the salary threshold then. If you switch to another type of visa, it may reset the clock, or you will need to check if the new visa can be combined with your skilled worker visa time. Some people may eventually qualify through the 10-year long residency rule instead. We all know that student visa, the time spent on student visa does not qualify towards the ILR. So if you ended up switching to student visa, you may lose the time you already spent. So, but again, check with a licensed immigration lawyer to tell you the best option. I also know that if you lose your skilled worker visa, this one is based on my experience. So when I spoke to the immigration lawyer, I was told to apply for further leave to remain. It's a different visa. The Home Office will then extend your visa to give you more time to be able to find sponsorship. So there's another option of further leave to remain, but I don't know who qualified for that, but that was the suggestion I was given by the immigration lawyer, that I can apply for further leave to remain to buy more time to look for sponsorship in the UK. But it's not something that is popular, and that's why you need to speak to an immigration lawyer to know which option is best for you. Another question is, can I travel out of the UK after losing my job? I don't think you want to do that, okay? I don't think you should. I mean, if you lose your job or have applied for a new visa, then don't travel unless it's absolutely necessary. Personally, I would say don't even travel at all until you get another visa is in your hand. Like me, I am overthinker, so yeah. Because at the airport, border officer could see that your skilled worker visa was cancelled, and they might refuse you entering into the UK. So you don't want to take that risk. Once you've lost your job and maybe you have a trip that you've planned, just cancel that trip. Just make sure you sort out everything before you leave. If your visa is cancelled and you use the e-gate at the airport, you'll be treated like a visitor, not a worker. So it's safe to remain in the UK and sort out your visa before you decide to leave the UK. Except if you decide to leave the UK permanently, then that is fine. That's not a problem. So, I mean, to recap, my point is that your skilled worker visa ends, your employer tells the UKVI in 10 working days. You may have 60 days to find another job depending on the validity of your visa, or switch to another sponsorship job. You can stay on a skilled worker route if you get a new job. You can apply for other visas like the Global Talent Visa, Spousal or Student Visa. But also be careful with traveling. It may affect re-entering into the UK. Losing your job may impact your indefinite leave to remain plans as well. I know this can be a lot to process, especially when you are under pressure, but most importantly, things is to act fast, know your option, talk to a licensed immigration lawyer, and they can help you decide the best routes for you based on your situation. So this is everything. Okay, we have come to the end of this video. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.